The reason we brought the Horadrim back from the practical aspect was simply that we have Tyrael in a tomb and this villain shows up and we want to see this villain kick ass and kill a lot of people. So who's he going to kill? And who would Tyrael be there with? Is it a bunch of angels? I mean, the angels are impressive and great characters, but I don't think we would feel quite that menace from Malthael if we see him kill a bunch of angels. And so the question is, well, who are these guys? You know, at one point we talked about having them be Crusaders, which was the new class that's being introduced in the expansion. And, you know, how great is that? We get to see the Crusaders in action in a cinematic.
That didn't last very long because when we realized that Malthael was going to slay every single Crusader in the room, it started to seem like not a very cool way of introducing a new player class. So we backed off of that, and for a while they were just guards, anonymous guards. And then the idea of them becoming Horadrim emerged.
This was an order of human warrior mages that Tyrael created long ago to help him do things on Sanctuary, like hunt down the primevals and all of this. So we realized he could restart the order, and it just seemed to make sense that he would get these mortals back on his side and help him with the Black Soulstone and finding a place to hide it.
Tackling the Horadrim as a kind of an emergent faction again in the franchise was interesting from the visual standpoint. It kind of felt like we needed something a little other than a bunch of kooky-looking wizards. We needed kind of guys that had more of a martial feel, like they could, you know, throw a punch as much as they could throw a fireball.
We had these reference images they give us, and there were these mage characters who had lion-based Horadrim Guard armor. And they had this whole lion head and the paws, the mane, the whole 9 yards. So from there, it's how it progressed into what you see in the game now.
The Horadrim went through many different revisions where we started to start to pull off that armor, leave various portions of the armor on just for a little bit of show, but became much more looking like sort of like a wizard or a warrior wizard, has some sort of deep dark secrets, but isn't as armored up and beefy as the original character.
They would all be very tough, badass guys, but of course, fighting the Angel of Death is pretty impossible.